Well, let me start by saying to neurotypical viewers to my channel, in a very sensible manner, you're very welcome here, and I hope you enjoy this reaction video. To my neurodivergent viewers, may I say, hey motherfuckers, and welcome, because you are amongst your own here. And especially welcome if you are trans like me, or you have ADHD like me, because then we're going to understand each other very, very well. But everybody will understand me because I'm perfectly clear at all times. Anyway, so Dodie Clark, Dorothy Clark. Do you know, I did not know that Dodie is a nickname for people called Dorothy. My grandmother was called Dorothy and her nickname was Dot. So you learn something every day. So here's my question. Where are all the Dodie reaction videos? I mean, there are some, but there should be loads of them because she's fucking brilliant. As I'm about to show you and prove to you beyond all reasonable doubt that she is fucking brilliant. She's a British singer-songwriter. I think she's 27, 28, something like that. And she's been going since she was a tiny little thing. And she is a brilliant songwriter. She's a brilliant lyricist, and she is a brilliant singer. And she's a multi-instrumentalist. She's a proper musician. So let's just get started into this song called Lonely Bones, which is quite a recent thing. She did a Tiny Desk concert and it was just beautiful. The whole thing was beautiful. Yeah, so this is a song she wrote in lockdown, and it's all about the loneliness of lockdown. And it's my favourite song from this whole set. After this, you must watch the whole concert. It's only 15 minutes, but it's fucking brilliant and very, very beautiful indeed. So yeah, so this is Lonely Bones. Let's have a little bit of it.
Oh, another day, another sunset. The walls watch my thighs intertwine for the 17th time. Oh, lonely bones, have you forgotten?
I'm pausing already. I know, but you know, it's a reaction. This is what we do. We pause a lot. So the reason I paused here is because I love the lyrics to this first verse. She is a great lyricist, and this is an example. Oh, another day, another sunset. The walls watch my thighs intertwine for the 17th time. Right, so if I understand her correctly, and she's hinted at this, at least I think that's what she was hinting at. This is really about masturbation, that there's nothing else to do when you're just trapped in your room all day alone. And so first of all, it's great to have such things represented in songs, you know, these perfectly ordinary everyday things that people do, that we turn into these little taboos that you mustn't talk about. But no, somebody like Dodie just sticks it in a song, and all is well with the world, I feel. But 17th, what a fucking brilliant word that is. And it's not just a brilliant word because it's a made-up word. I love made-up words. It's really interesting though, isn't it, that sometimes people can make up a word, there is no dictionary definition of it, and yet you know exactly what it means as soon as they say it. Very, very interesting. But anyway, 17th. So she could have said second, I suppose. You know, it's a bit of a shrug, isn't it? It's like, well, it doesn't seem that much, really. Alternatively, she could have said 17th. But that's strangely specific, isn't it? I masturbated 17 times, not 16, Not 18, but precisely 17 times. It's weird. I mean, weird is good, but it's just strangely specific. But by saying the 17th time, it's immediately understood as just meaning a bunch, probably somewhere between 2 and 17. And I love that. I love that. I think it's very, very clever. Let's play a little bit more music.
Add another glass to the stale road. The authors look down as I shrug with their capital smug. Oh, lonely bones, have you forgotten? In the grand scheme, I've got a plan, see. Oh, lonely bones, wait for me.
Yeah, listen out for the string arrangements on this. She writes all her string arrangements and she writes them properly on sheet music. I can't do that. So I'm a little bit in awe of people who can. I mean, I suppose I could learn, and it's not, there's nothing wrong with being a musician who doesn't read music. You know, the Beatles didn't read music, and, well, enough said. But still, when you're one of the ones who doesn't, you're always a little bit in awe of the people who do. So, yeah, listen out, because her string arrangements are always, always beautiful and just perfectly judged.
Over the bridge of midnight, friends sleep oblivious and think something's making me sick. Oh, lonely bones, have you forgotten? Add another night to this stale row, seem to be dangerously close, might abandon the host. Oh, lonely bones, have you forgotten?
See, Dodie's voice, I love Dodie's voice. It's very light, it's very soft, it's very gentle, but it's also very rich and very, it's very emotional somehow. And it's like, she's very interesting to me as a singer, because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I've got a little bit of an obsession with Dimash, who is the opposite kind of singer. He is all fireworks and drama. And Dodie takes the complete opposite approach. It's very contained. She doesn't do any showing off. She does take off sometimes. Right at the beginning of this concert, she sings I think it's a D6. It's way up here. And I would love to see her do more fireworks like that, because she so could if she wanted to, but she doesn't really need to, is the thing, because what she does is already supremely beautiful. Let's have a bit more.
When the grand scheme, I've got a plan, see. Oh, lonely bones, wait for me.
This next section. So when she was alone in lockdown, missing all her friends and all the people she likes to be around, she kind of fantasized about one day singing this chorus with them all, everybody singing along, like a big social sing-along. For me as an introvert, that's quite strange, because I have to be honest with you, for me lockdown was easy. I know it was a nightmare for some people, Dodie being one of them, but for me it was very much just normal life. because being deeply introverted, I don't really socialise and I don't really have friends. So yeah, the only difference was going to supermarkets and having to queue 2 meters apart. That was very strange, very very science fiction disaster movie. But that doesn't mean I can't understand what it would be like for somebody who is the opposite. You know, the opposite, the difference between an introvert and extrovert is not what people think. It really just comes down to, if you're an extrovert, you get your energy from other people. Whereas if you're an introvert, your energy is drained by other people. So if I was to go to a party, at the end of a couple of hours, I'm absolutely exhausted, even for all the next day, just drained, as if they were all vampires. But if you're an extrovert, then you come out of the party energized and full of life. So it's easy to just switch it in my head to imagine how hard it would be if you were an extrovert trapped in lockdown, and how you would long for this moment that now comes true here at this concert, where you are with your friends all singing along together.
Right, everybody. La 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 la. Lonely boys, have you forgotten? La 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 la. Lonely boys, have you forgotten?
See, it's lovely. It's such a. This is a very Dodie tune. There's something. So it's almost, as I see it, she does almost like, there's two things. Some of her stuff is ultra modern, but some of it is very old-fashioned in a way, and this is like an old-fashioned melody. It's like very retro, and that stuff's hard to write, and she always does it so beautifully. It's so sweet, you know. It's sweet, but you know, in this outro section now, you can see how charismatic she is. You know, people misunderstand what charisma is, and it's not necessarily a power thing. It's not a thing of force and strength. Sometimes it can be a very quiet thing. All it really is the ability to hold people's attention. That when you watch a band, for example, or any group of people, there will be one person that you watch more than the others. And it's not necessarily because they're making the most noise. They just have a quality about them that draws you to them. One of the things I've noticed about charismatic people is that there's a lot of animation typically in their faces. They move. There's many expressions and many. It's almost as if they tend to have very busy, active minds, but those thoughts do not stay inside their head. They appear in little momentary facial expressions, and the expression is changing, and like sunshine and clouds moving across the face. And I think you see it in this little section here. You watch her face.
Oh, in the grand scheme, I've got a plan, see. Oh, lonely bones.
I love how that ends completely unresolved. Just the empty space. So yeah, that's Dodie. Isn't she fabulous? Little shout out for the dress as well, I feel. Do you know, it's one of those dresses, if I saw that hanging in a shop, I don't think she bought it in a shop. I think this is a commission or something. But if I saw that hanging in a shop, I would look at it and think, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But then Dodie tries it on, and suddenly you think, oh, God, yeah. And it's because some people just make clothes look great, don't they? And she's one of those people. It's quite sickening, really. But yeah, that's lovely, Dodie. And you should watch the whole concert because it's fucking brilliant, and she's fucking brilliant. And go and find her stuff. Links below. You know, I did a naughty thing, really. She did this song a few years ago called You, and I loved it. And there was this recording of her just singing it with a ukulele in her kitchen, I guess it was. And I thought, I love this song, but it reminds me of something. And what it reminded me of was Lovers Rock, which was the British reggae from basically the early 80s that had romantic lyrics. And it just, there's something about the melody that really, really harked back to Lovers Rock. And as I am essentially a reggae musician at heart, I thought I'm just going to lift the audio off this video, and I'm going to build a reggae track around it in a very early 80s style. And so I did, and it was great fun. Yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't mind just having a little bit of fun with her beautiful song. So that's all I have to say about that. So in the meantime, be kind, and I will see you soon.